Hey guys, so here we're going to be taking a look at Vectary 3D to learn some basic 3D modeling here, and we're going to be started by trying to make this chess piece. Just to get started, there are a few camera controls that exist. If you want to rotate your camera, you just left mouse. If you want to pan around, you hold right mouse. So the first thing we want to do is create a cylinder. Do that. Click on the box, click on cylinder. And then we want to make it skinnier. When you first create it, it shows the little arrows and boxes. That's called your gizmo. That's what you use to move it around. And you can, by clicking on these like side ones, you can move in two planes at one time. You say it's way over here and you want it to get back to the center of the grid. You would look on top right and click on XYZ 0. Reset it to 0, and then so we want to make it a little less skinny, so you can either do it here or you can just grab this, the inside cube, and resize it in. There you go. We're going to reduce the geometry, reduce these segments here, so that there are less divisions that you're working with. Once you have a shape that you want, you'll have to double click it and it'll say convert to geometry, and you say click bake. We have a few different sections of our chess piece here. We have kind of this, there's a base kind of straight part and there's a little bevel inside. We have this first slope with a little bevel on it, and then our middle piece, and then our top. And so for this bottom piece, we want to flatten it out a bit, so we're just going to click these edges. If you double click, then you click on select loop. I'm going to press escape. You have to press escape twice to get back to the gizmo. When you rotate your camera sideways, it'll snap to this plane view, and then you can just drag the edge down, stretch it out a bit so it's more flat, and then we are going to again select this edge, escape, pull it up a bit. That's about the base of our object. And so then if we want to add in this little bevel at the bottom, we're going to press C, or you can go up here where it says cut. You can click cut. And so I'm going to click once, hold shift to let it snap, and then click again to make it select. We want to cut this into thirds. Another cut here. Sometimes the tool doesn't work, so you have to do it multiple times while holding shift to select multiple faces. Alright, now we have our loop of faces selected. You're going to go up to the top and see this button here where it says extrude, and you want to click it once. And it'll show you this nice little blue arrow, and you just want to hover over it and left click, and you're going to slide it towards so that we can push in, just like that. Alright, and now for the second slope part, this part right here, we're going to add another cut. Press C, hold shift, click once, click twice, that'll make it cut. Press escape, and then we're just going to pull it in a little bit. And we're going to add in another cut, because you can see it kind of slopes in like that. So it goes straight and then it goes out to the side. So we're going to add in another cut, shift, or press C, hold shift, click once, click twice. It makes a cut. And just pull it in. Like that. You can move it down a bit. Alright, so we got that part. Now we have a go to this neck piece where it kind of flares out a bit, so we're going to add another cut in. Click once, hold shift, click again, try it again because sometimes it doesn't work. There we go. This edge is a bit wider, so we're going to make it a little wider, and then we want to make room for the extrusion under here, so then we'll make another cut, and then we'll move it up. And we're going to do the same thing as we did at the bottom here. We're going to select the faces and then extrude it inwards. And then we're just going to use our gizmo to kind of resize it a bit. Select this edge, select the loop, and drag down the individual loop. Okay. So we have the base of that. We're going to put a line right for the base of the head there. So we're just going to grab this line here, select the loop, and we're going to move it to about there. And then we're going to resize it in. And we want to do that with the other ones too, so we're going to grab these. And then we're just going to move it a bit more down, about there. And then resize it inwards. About there. And so now we're looking at our side, we want to shrink that in, so grab your cut tool, make a cut, bring this up to the same level as your top. Using your gizmo, resize it so it's thinner on the inside, like so. And then we want to kind of taper this edge in to make it have that curve. So we're just adding cuts. Let's say if you want this neck to be longer, you can just grab our marquee select this, select this top half, and we can just pull it up. And so now we want to build this top piece on the head where it has some sort of crowns there. So what we're going to do is first we want to make this top part flat. Grab your marquee select. Don't select this bottom edge, just this very top one. And we're just going to pull all those down like that. We want to select this loop. Press escape each time, and then we're going to shrink it inwards so it's a bit thicker, just like in the picture. We want to try and make these holes on the castle. So select these corner pieces, and now we can go extrude, and we can pull these up. And then if you want to export it to get ready for 3D printing, and make sure your object is selected there. And you go File, Export, STL, and then you can click Download.